So set your project directory. Make sure it's set to a folder called Local Controllers underneath Advanced Facial 2. Click OK. Let's go to File and load from the Objects folder just the PM_head object. Let's get rid of the light, minus key on the keyboard, delete its child, and hide the camera. We don't need to see the camera. Let's go to a left view. Use the A key if you have a hard time finding the center. From here, let's start splitting out the different sections of the face. So inside Setup, go to the Tools tab and pick Meta Effector from the tools and just add an effector to the scene. Multi-select it with the head geometry to create the weight drawing list on the head. So now we can add an effector field, and this is going to be pretty easy. We're going to grab this effector. It's going to be all connected. We'll set the X, Y, and Z radius to something pretty small like 0.01. And just move that. This is going to be the jaw, so jaw ME. Let's drop another effector in. Let's call this one upper jaw ME. Name this one lower jaw ME. Now upper jaw, go to the weight list, check to make sure that that's the active meta effector drawing. Add another effector. This one is all connected. Same thing as before, 0.01. Position this on some point on the upper jaw. So there's the upper jaw, lower jaw. Add another effector to the scene and make sure this one is not a child of any meta effector. This was upper eyelids ME. Check the weight list, add an effector, make sure this one's all connected, and the same thing, 0.01 meters, and position this over one of the eyes. So switch to a back view. That's the upper eyelid. Divide key on the keypad to mirror that across, and we're going to cheat, duplicate that, right click, copy selected objects, and rename this one to lower eyelid, ME. Do the same thing for the fields underneath. Don't worry about the incrementing number on the end. So you can pick both of these, turn on the multi-edit so that they're both edited at the same time and just drag them down, or you can grab the effector 4, minus key to delete it, and then just position the first one somewhere, and make sure that this is the current drawing meta effector by checking that. So there, mirror across, so now we have the lower lids picked, so all that we need now is the head. So let's drop another effector into the scene. Head ME. Make that the current drawing meta. Add an effector field, 0.01, and all connected. And just stick this somewhere on the head. So now we've separated these, and we can go through now, for example, on the lower jaw. We can add another effector to the scene and make sure the weight list is setting that lower jaw to the right section. So the lower jaw, effector 1, let's set this one to just 0.1. Zoom out with the wheel mouse and just position this somewhere over the face. So let's move the X radius a bit bigger. And what we're doing is creating a gradient here so that it's a bit softer as it moves. Now this boundary line is going to get soft because it's sharing points, and the Puppet Master effect will blend that off into a 50% between the two as we add that. So the lower jaw is going to do this slight blend here. So let's go to the upper jaw, check the weight list. Let's add another effector to the scene. We'll zoom out with the wheel mouse. Position that up there. Let's set the Y and Z radius to just 0.1. So we can get this one operating the same way. Now it is including part of the eyelids, so we need to change that by adding another effector. Let's duplicate this one with the multiply key and set this one to negative and use that to intersect the eyes so that the eyes are not affected, as well as the lower eyelids. The other thing you can do is just set that to infinite and then make it bigger so that it just phases out the eyes. There. So we have our meta effectors set in the scene. Now let's add a skeleton. Save the scene. Let's go to File, Save Scene As, go to the Scenes folder, and just call this one Local Controls 1.